Well, life for me before Nutrimetics, which is quite a while ago now, so I've been with Nutrimetics now for 25 years, so time certainly flies. But life before Nutrimetics, I did have my own business before in fashion, designing, had my own boutique. So life was very hectic, working, Monday to Sunday basically. Because of course there was the retail side of it. So different lifestyle to once Nutrimetics came into my life, things certainly changed again there with, being able to have the flexibility and not having to work, 70, 80 hours a week. So the flexibility was fantastic. And then having a young family. So when I did start, my eldest daughter was only 14 months old. So now she will be 27 later this year. So with being able to have flexibility was just amazing, around my family and, still having, being able to work, but still, then still being able to do other things and seeing my daughter grow up and, still being there, for her and my husband as well. So yeah, very different to before. Well, Nutrimetics has given me more freedom and flexibility, of course, because I can still plan what I have, with my family. So being able to plan, if we have special events on, I put that time aside. Or again, we want to go away for a weekend, you put that time aside, but then still being able to work my business as well. And having the flexibility of, I want to work 2, 3, 4 days a week, I can do that with Nutrimetics. Whereas I suppose if I was working for someone else, it would be different. I wouldn't have as I don't feel the flexibility there and the freedom to do other things that I want to do. Whereas I find with Nutrimetics, I certainly can. So the diary, certainly has, my Nutrimetics slots, but then again, if there's family events, like I was saying, again, I can certainly do that as well. Rewards with Nutrimetics, from as soon as someone comes into Nutrimetics, you are rewarded straight away. So from beautiful product to every month, we do have recognition with, thank you gifts and bonus gifts. So they vary. It could go from skincare to makeup, but then some of our amazing bonus gifts would be, cosmetic bags, or it might be, the beach set for the season. They always vary. But then, of course, we go into, bigger incentives like the overseas travel, which definitely has always been a hot button for me. So being able to have that overseas travel to the company car is another great thing. I've had a few over the years, and not having to pay for your car. Registration is paid for, insurance is paid for, the car is actually paid for. Even all your services are now paid for. So, having not to pay for that either, that incentive again is spectacular. And to some families, it can end up being a second car. So it definitely is for us at home. My husband has his car, my Nutrimetics car is my car. So, being able to have that over the years has been amazing. Could even be jewellery. There's been so much. It has changed my life in the way of being able to work, of course, and being able to still be there for my family, being able to support my family, being able to have the extra income to do extra things, to be able to travel away from Nutrimetics, of course, with the incentives, that's amazing. But then, I've, myself, my husband and my girls, we've been able to do the extra travel as well. We've actually done a few, I will say, in the last sort of, just pre-COVID, there was an amazing trip we did with our girls. So going through, 5 amazing countries through Europe. Having the flexibility to be able to do that, still having a business which you could still keep in touch with, even though I was overseas. But again, the social media, all of that side as well. So, that has been amazing as well. So being able to do the extra things with the extra income, the extra flexibility with Nutrimetics for my family and with my family as well.